Hey, welcome back to Rush Hour with Chris and Bev, where we do go for it on fourth down. And when it comes to opinions, we do not punt opinions, and we do accept the challenge flag. And when we do go for it on fourth down, we do convert. As you can see, it's just me right now, but my co-host Beverly will be stepping on here in a few minutes. The 2024 NFL schedule is being released so I'm watching it currently right now. So if you can turn into ESPN or Sports Center, either one of those, I think that's where they're streaming it. But plenty of good games coming up, and I've seen some stuff where they got it arranged for not just the Chiefs if you're a Chiefs fan, but if you're a fan of any team, they got some really good matchups from Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, and they got some for Thursday Night Football, Amazon Prime. So these are going to be good ones. So we're going to have some really good ones. You have the opening game coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be when they take on the Baltimore Ravens. So that's a rematch of the AFC Championship game. So I guarantee you that the Chiefs are going to be a lot more prepared this time. And one thing I can say for certain is that Xavier Worthy, they're going to unleash him 100%. So I cannot wait until that happens. So this is going to be very interesting. So if you see me not talking for right now, I'm just trying to do whatever I can to make sure that my co-host gets up here real quick. So we got a lot of interesting games coming up. So I know some of my people that I know are Cowboys fans, a couple that are Giants fans, and then some others that are, my brother is a Packers fan, so his team will be playing against the Eagles in Brazil. So that's going to be interesting. Jalen Hurts versus Jordan Love. So Brazil, I didn't even know that Brazil was an option. So congrats on that, NFL, for landing that one. Didn't see that one coming. So it's going to be a good match between Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts. But what I'm looking forward to are those two games for Kansas City. And that's going to be the Chiefs against the Ravens. And then right after that, think they have maybe a mini bye week. I'm not certain, but I think they'll be taking on the Bengals. Yeah, Cincinnati Bengals come week 2. So that's going to be real fun. So looking forward to that. It's just going to be a really interesting NFL season. And now that everybody's sort of prepared, now the schedule is out. That means teams are going to be going hard in camp, camp OTAs, mini camps, and just making sure that everybody's going to be set and ready to rock and roll. So we got some really good games lined up for just week 1. I think they're starting off with a banger, and I love this. Go ahead, NFL. So, this is going to be really interesting. And they starting off with thrilling games. I mean, come on, and Chiefs have 2 home games. So I say, if you're going to do it, just open up a huge can on week 1 and week 2 and just show Chiefs Kingdom that we are 100% real. But for those that are Cowboy fans, or no, let's talk about the first opening, the first game between the Jets and the Niners. So that is going to be sensational. Oh, here's my co-host right here, and that is here's my co-host Beverly McCarty. Beverly,
Hi.
nice to see you. And doesn't she look a lot better, y'all? She looks a lot better than she did in the last show. So
Didn't
she's
have time
on
to
the
fix
come up.
myself.
She's on the come up. So she's on her way back.
I'm on my way back. I just didn't have time to get myself together.
Oh, hey. Look at me. Hey, look at me. I'm not completely together. Hey, look at this. I look like this now.
That looks all right. I need a hat. That's what it
No,
is. I need a hat.
Oh, this hat I've had for a while. The one I'm working to get next is the Super Bowl hat.
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
So but the schedule is officially out. They've been talking about it. I can fill you in on what you missed. So hey, those who
Okay.
but week 1, they've already talked about week 1 between the Jets and the Niners. That's Aaron Rodgers and Brock Purdy. And we all and and by the way, Debo is back. Debo is officially back. And I don't sure Brandon Ayuk might be missing. Yes, but there's other weapons that the Niners have. So,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
yeah. So what'd you think as far as like the first game? And I think I'll talk to you about the next games after you give me your thoughts on that very first one.
On the Jets,
The
the
Jets
Jets and
Niners.
the Niners, I think this is like maybe controversial statement, but like I said before, I feel like Goodell and the NFL is done with Aaron Rodgers. I think
Yep.
everybody's done with Aaron Rodgers and his conspiracies and his calling Travis Mr. Pfizer and all the things that he's been mouthing
I
about.
forgot about
So
that one.
it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out because I can see him running for his life and being injured first game again.
Yeah.
First game again out of the bat. I mean, you're 40 years old. If I take off running now and I'm 49, I'm going to go down probably. You didn't even have to tackle me.
And the defense, let's not the Niners was the number 2 defense in the NFL. There was
Yes.
the top defenses in the NFL last season were the Chiefs, Niners, and then the Ravens.
Yeah.
So, and I know who's already circled this on his calendar, and that's probably Nick Bosa.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
Nick Bosa and Fred Warner and Eric Armstead and Greenlaw, they're all back, and that's scary.
Man,
So if I'm
that's going to be
Aaron,
scary.
so and we all know Aaron doesn't run anymore, so that's going to be one that I'm going to be tuned into. But
Yes, most definitely. I can't wait to see that one.
in week 2, so it looks like the next one we'll talk about is the Ravens and the Chiefs. So that's going to be Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes again. And on top of that, in week 2, they really want to do this. They give us Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes again.
I know.
So
I know.
they're throwing the book at the Chiefs, and I say bring it on for real.
Yeah, haters gonna hate. I mean, it's what it feels like right now. They all hating on us.
Exactly. So they're throwing everything they can at us. I think in once we get to like week 3 or 4, maybe 5, that's where we'll get a little bit of a break for the Chiefs a
Yeah,
little bit. But right out of the gate,
yeah.
just hit it, just
See, there's a
give us
difference.
the
There's
biggest
a
games
difference
ever.
between what they're building a dynasty, and there's a difference between the Patriots dynasty and the Chiefs dynasty. The Patriots were hated because they won and they cheated to
True.
win.
No one forgets
You know,
Deflate Gate.
we ain't gonna forget Spygate. We ain't gonna forget the Tuck rule. I mean, come on. How many
And that
times did they have to cheat to win? And then, Tom Brady had to win his Tampa Bay. He had to win to be the second person to be winning a Super Bowl at a different team because Peyton did it the year before. That couldn't be done. It had to be topped, or at least matched by
but
Tom Brady. So yes, they got the hatred. We don't deserve the hatred because they are a lovable team. They
they
just don't
are
like us we win.
exactly. Hey, Patrick Mahomes said clearly in one interview that hey, if they want to say they want to call us the villains just because we're winning, then they gladly accept the role.
Yep, exactly.
But the game that jumped out at me so far, that they got some ones coming up that are really good. I'm looking at one right now. Ooh, I'm looking at this one. Browns taking on the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Browns versus Cowboys.
I
And
saw that on Facebook.
I'm thinking the Cowboys have no shot. The
No,
Cowboys have no
Miles
shot.
Garrett's going to be going wild on
And
that one.
if Dak and I know Miles Garrett is going to be running after Dak all game long.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Nick and Nick Chubb is back from an injury. So,
He is pretty awesome, honestly.
and that defense, if it gave up near 48 points to the Packers, what's it going to do with against that offense? And Joe Flacco proved that he got him to the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Not that he's a terrible quarterback by no means, but I mean, he came off the couch. He'd been
And
retired for what, 2 years?
2 years and came off the couch and just completely dominated.
So what's going to happen with a player who's been in the building, who's got the reps? So who's the backup quarterback? Not really familiar with the backup for
The
Deshaun.
starter for the Browns is Deshaun Watson currently.
Yes, but who's the
So
backup?
backup, I'm not certain, but because Deshaun, like he's good, but what happens if he's been plagued by injury before, so
Yeah,
but I'm not
Jacoby
sure who their
Brissett,
backup is. But I know they have some good ones coming up.
Jameis Winston.
But we're getting some Saints versus Chiefs. I know that that'll be an interesting one
I think Jameis
because
Winston is the backup quarterback if he's still there.
for the Browns.
He was in March.
So I think the Browns' best quarterback they really kind of let go out the door. I'd probably say Baker was their best shot at
Oh yeah,
playoffs.
I agree 100%. I really
Ba-
don't like Deshaun Watson.
Baker was their best shot at playoffs. Well, actually, he got him to the playoffs in his first time when he was there. So
That kills me. I'm still upset. I don't think the fans were happy about it either, honestly. I think that was just a horrible management decision.
but but there's some good ones coming up. As it's going live, I have this going live as I'm looking at it, and I'm seeing Kirk Cousins on the screen right now, and I
Okay.
can only imagine what's going through his mind right now. So
Yeah.
in week
Find a
in
backup for him.
yep, you're not only but it's just the fact that on week I think 5 or 6 you face the Chiefs.
Ooh.
So
Hmm.
and we all know that Kirk doesn't do well against stiff defenses. Ask the Cleveland Browns. So
We'll see. We'll see how that plays out.
yeah, we'll
It's
see
going to
how
be
that. I know,
interesting.
but congrats. I have to say, congrats to Jared Goff for getting a huge paycheck. Huge paycheck.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well deserved for the Detroit Lions. It looks like they're invested in him for the near future. So
Yes. Yes.
I
I think
got to
he deserves it.
he deserves it, and it looks like the Lions. It seems like the Lions got the easiest schedule I've seen. they got they got
Then
a
they're going to go back to the NFC Championship game
yeah.
because they are one of the best teams in it in the NFC.
So the only
I hope they
challenge
make it to the Super Bowl.
the only
And if the
challenge I see
Chiefs
on the
don't make it, I hope they win. But if the
yeah
Chiefs do make it, I lose, of course.
the Chiefs will make it because look at they've added weapons on not only offense but defense. They've pretty much brought half the defense back.
Yeah, it's awesome what they have been able to add in the offense. I'm just shocked at how many weapons they could add by letting go of one defensive player.
True.
Really,
And
really,
you
and a
released
few odds and ends players. I don't mean to be so blasé about people getting cut, but some of them needed it.
it's a business. It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yep.
And so Sneed gone, you now have Xavier. You now have Xavier Worthy. You have more weapons now. You got Hollywood Brown off that. Even if it's
I
for a 1 year
mean,
deal, I'll take it.
yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
But what games for as far as week 1 that jumped out to you? Oh, and they finally gave us the game that I've been looking for. It's Harbaugh versus Harbaugh, and that's
Yes.
Ravens against Chargers. I
Yep.
say please make that happen, and I'm glad they're doing it.
Exactly. I'm happy.
But I think
Mhm.
it's going to be the Ravens that get the upper hand on the Chargers. The defense is too strong.
Oh wow. Bills Dolphins, September 12th.
Okay,
That's gonna, that's
didn't
gonna be
see
an
that
interesting
one. Bills Dolphins. That's Josh Allen
week
and
two.
Tua.
I
What
Dolphins are going to take that one. Dolphins going to take
I
that one.
I
It was
trust
early in the season. He's definitely going to win that one.
I trust the Dolphins offense who are more loaded than the Bills who have practically no one except Keon Coleman, maybe. So,
Exactly.
but the Dolphins, like that's look, Mostert, Achan, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and now Odell. So
Yeah.
they're not
Yeah.
going to
I
know what
had
to
the Dolphins on that one. Dolphins are probably going to own that division.
true.
Calling it.
And with the
If,
Bills have lost their defense,
yeah. If Tua stays healthy, I think they own the
which
division.
I hope he does. But
He
we all
has
know,
packed on some weight, and I
yeah,
think that might be beneficial.
as long as but I worry if he plays in cold weather games, that's where he doesn't do well.
Yeah, put him in a freezer somewhere, I guess. That's all I can tell him. I don't know
Yeah,
what to
because
tell him.
he went down to Kansas City during like that -degree weather, didn't turn out well. And if he goes down to Buffalo where it's a little bit worse, it's I hope it doesn't turn out the same way.
Yeah, exactly. Tua went down to Kansas
But
or
but oh,
Missouri, I
but
suppose,
September
trying to get his dynasty.
but it's gonna be a very interesting schedule. They're giving us thrilling games right out of the start.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
loving that.
yeah.
So now we
I'm
got
interested. I'm gonna throw a little curveball for you.
sure.
Throw a little, okay. In the end, at the week 17, 18 scoring, how many games are we having this year? Is it 17 or
I think
18?
we have it's 18, week 18, Roger Goodell. Week 18, 18.
But then we got a bye week, so that makes 17 games, right? Or is it two buys? I don't know what it is.
I
Just
think
one.
we have there's a bye week. Yep, I think there is a bye
Okay.
week, so 17 games.
So you ever notice? Now I know in the last week or two, they always have division rivals play against each other.
Very
Always.
true.
But have you ever noticed that it's always the ones that almost always, sometimes you get some garbage games, but a lot of
We're gonna
times
get
it's
those this season. We're gonna get
you're
those this
really,
season.
yeah, it's almost like that's where the people who say it's scripted comes from because
Yeah.
it will be the two top teams in that division that's vying for that division every time almost.
Well, we
And
already
then
got
every
a
now and
garbage
then you'll
game.
get the Giants and the Washington Commanders in the last week, and there ain't nothing going to happen in that one.
We already got a garbage game coming up, Beverly, and that's Giants against Panthers. That's gonna be uh well, Bryce
I'm
Young
going
may
to call
show up. I have
Panthers
no
on that
idea.
one. I don't know why, but I'm going to call Panthers. I guess because I think the
Me
Giants
too.
just they're just
Give
so
me the
bad.
Panthers on that one. Giants are terrible.
Yeah, at least Bryce might be a little better this year. So yeah,
Hopefully, now that he has weapons to throw to.
yeah. Let's give it. I'm giving it to them this year. They're going to make it on that one. Yeah,
Well, the Panthers may take that one. The Giants are not. The defense is not there. The offense, they loaded up
six.
at wide receiver, but that's not going to be enough to really get them over the hump.
Yeah, the quarterback position. They're very anemic. They need to do something about that, and they did nothing.
Daniel Jones is still there, and you're overpaying him.
My question is, are they playing the long game? If they have a contract with him and they have to pay him so much, maybe they don't want to pull a Russell Wilson and
Okay,
pay
the game
somebody
is
40
international.
million.
Yep, their game is international.
Okay. So they probably don't want to pay him overpay. Just let them lose all their games this year and get the number one draft pick next year. I mean, you play the long game and you know you're not going to do anything. Play it
True,
out. Play it
but
out.
this is going to be interesting. But this I'm scared a little bit just to see like what's gonna happen if Harbaugh has like one of them has thing one of them has Derrick Henry and the other one I'm not sure Justin Herbert who he has. I really don't. Other than McConkey, that's all I
Yeah.
know. That's the only problem.
What I was going to say is Jim Irsay. That's what he did with Peyton. Remember when he sat Peyton Manning and played Curtis Painter?
Yes.
It was obvious he was tanking to get Andrew Luck.
Yep. So
They
we all
aren't
know that.
stupid.
But if I know we have one of the people that's going to be coming up on the show, Beverly Bond Court. She's a Patriots fan, and I said to her like, if the Patriots are right, sit Drake May right now. Put him on the bench right now. Don't
So
start
we'll
him
see.
week one.
Look for him starting week 3. If he doesn't
Yeah,
start week 1, it'll probably be 3 or 4,
they're gonna
according to who
throw
they're
him right.
playing.
Yeah, I mean, you gonna throw him
Mhm.
right into the fire? Like you gonna throw him like there's against well, that's not too
Jaguars.
bad against the
It'll be
Cardinals.
bad.
The,
I cannot find like a schedule of the whole thing. For some reason, I'm getting just a few of the games.
it's on Google currently right now. So yeah, week one. Oh, yep. So week one of the NFL season. Yep. But yeah, but Bills. Oh my gosh, that's. But I think the Bills are going to struggle. This is going to be like if you're a Bills fan, Deanna, who's one of my friend of mine. If you're watching this, if you're a Bills fan, I'm so sorry. This is going to be a struggle season for the Bills. I'm sorry.
I'm
That's
afraid so.
that you face a very you face hot streak teams. Forget the Chiefs for a second. The Dolphins are gonna anytime, and Tyreek is still over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jalen Waddle, and they're people forget the passing game, but they have a good run game too.
I cannot find it. I don't know what is going on.
But it's
Okay.
on week. So yeah, I'm on week one. So
Here's the
yeah,
Bill schedule. I'll get that pulled up. But
but yeah, here we
Bills has a
go.
tough schedule.
Let's
I
see
mean, they got
complete schedule of week one. Here we go. So hey, if you're watching us right if so by the time this comes out, we're looking at the week full NFL schedule. So feel free if you do have any questions for me and Beverly when we do go live for our next show, please feel free to let us know. We'll get to as many as we can, and that way we can make sure that we stay in contact with you guys. So week one is that is so we have September 5th, that is the Ravens at Chiefs.
yep.
And then we have September 6th, that is the Green Bay Packers against the Philadelphia Eagles in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
I still
so
said the
Jalen
Packers
Hurt.
should be playing the 49ers instead, but
Yeah, I really don't know the state of the Eagles when so they're an unusual card, so I'm gonna go Packers when it comes to that.
yeah, I am too.
Just because I've seen what Jordan Love can really do. When he demolished that Cowboys defense, I know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the Cowboys never lose at home, so
True, true.
they did that. But
So, what do
now
you think
on,
about the Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say what we already talked about the Vikings. I think we talked about the Vikings Giants game, or did we? We didn't do
Vikings Giants. I don't think we've talked about that one, but I think that's
it.
JJ McCarthy against Daniel Jones. I'm not sure who's gonna watch that game. Who's gonna watch that game?
I'm not
So
watching that game. I'm way too busy to watch something like that.
yeah,
What do
who's
you
gonna?
think about the Chiefs going to be on Netflix? We got to have Netflix to watch the Chiefs play on Christmas Day.
Yeah, why would we put Roger? Okay, Roger Goodell. Why are we gonna put the game on Netflix, please? Look,
They
we
said
already
they'll
look.
have
You
two
already got
streaming
Amazon
services.
Prime.
Yeah, yeah, and Peacock. Don't
You
forget
already got
Peacock.
Amazon Prime. Oh,
I
Peacock.
mean,
Yes. So you already got. But at
yeah,
least, oh
just
yeah,
like that.
just here's a just came come in an update. It's gonna be so that week two game the Chiefs have against the Bengals. That'll be at 4:25 p.m. So that's it's pretty much a night game. That's pretty much
Yeah,
perfect for Arrowhead. So,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
like you were, and then pointing out, you did say so September 8th we have the Steelers against the Falcons. Ooh. Some of
I
these
don't. I
games
was
are
gonna
worth
say.
watching. Some of them are like maybe I don't know type of games.
So the Bengals got a gimme game. The Patriots first game of the
Yeah,
year.
the Bengals are going to smash the Patriots because the offense is not Drake May is a rookie, so he's gonna have a rookie season, kind of like Mac Jones had.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
not good.
and
No,
then you have the Cardinals taking on the Bills. That's an easy game for the Bills, though.
easy. Everybody's
That's
got
an
an
easy.
easy game. But the Ravens and the Chiefs have got to play each other.
Exactly. They give us the first toughest games of the NFL season in week 1 and week 2.
Exactly. Probably
I
get like a week 9 or 6 or whatever the earliest you can get by, which would be horrible.
would and I really don't think it's good. Well, here's my question, Beverly, is I don't think Joe Burrow's going to be as healthy as people think for week 2,
No, no, but we'll see.
because here's the thing that I think Joe Burrow doesn't really want to make, like, the deep that defense is not the defense he faced in that AFC Championship game. This is a
No.
Charles Omenihu is coming back now.
Excuse me.
And the
Yes.
Bengals lost some players too. They lost Tyler Boyd
Did they lose
and
T.
Joe
Higgins?
Mixon
Oh, wow.
and T Higgins. They franchise tagged him, so he's gonna
Hmm.
stay there. But after this season, he's gone. So that
See, I'm
makes
going to throw this out in the universe. I have been wanting to tell Joe Mixon, if I was Joe Mixon, I would have a podcast or a DJ profession or show, and it's called Joe Mixon Gets His Mix On. That's exactly what I would do. I've been wanting to tell him that forever. Get your mix on.
get your mix on. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, and Joe, if you're listening to this, like when it comes out, I'll come up with the music for you, man.
Yeah.
I'll come up with the music for you and make it original. So,
Exactly. I have been wanting to say that forever. I had to get that out there in the universe.
but did you say okay? So you mentioned the Bengals at Patriots. That's an
Yep.
easy win for the Bengals because they played them. The Patriots weren't
Mm.
able to beat the Bengals at all.
No.
The
Texas Colts.
Colts and Texans. That's CJ Stroud day. That's you're gonna
Yeah, I
have.
mean the Colts did a little bit last year, but I think that was a fluke,
Who's
honestly.
the coach over there? Is it D'Amico Ryans?
Oh, it's Texans, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So
awesome.
D'Amico is gonna he's just gonna completely demolish that defense.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. D'Amico is a really good coach. I really like him.
Him and
I'm
CJ
glad he got
Stroud
to
actually
get in.
matched pretty well.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So
wasn't
now
he like the first? Was it him or Demario Williams, the first overall pick for the Houston's ever?
I
I
think
think it might have been Demario.
it was Demario.
Okay, but he was a close next pick, I think, if I'm not
And
mistaken.
now
He was pretty high up
so
there.
so
He's been
this
around the whole organization. He
the
needed to
Texans are
be.
not to be slept on.
No, no, I'm totally on board with that.
And
All right.
what else we got? Jags at Dolphins. Okay. I Trevor Lawrence is unusual, so I that all depends on his weapons, and I think he's lost some. He lost Calvin Ridley.
Oh wow,
Zay
that's pretty
Jones is
lost.
gone. And Zay
Oh
Jones is
Lord.
gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna say definitely the Dolphins gonna win that one. Yeah, definitely.
Dolphins are
I
winning
can
that
see
one.
it. Yeah,
Panthers at Saints.
Dolphins.
Like,
It's a division game, but who
say that again.
cares? It's a division game. Panthers and Saints. Who cares though?
Yeah, I'm not watching that one. That's one of those games
Yeah.
you have in the background, and you just have in the background, and you just maybe check it every now and then. But
Okay, so
that's not a
here's a
suspenseful
unwatchable
game
game.
to
Here's a
watch.
very unwatchable game.
Are
Titans
there any
Bears.
suspenseful games left?
Titans Bears.
Okay.
Okay, you got the Bears, who's getting Caleb Williams. Who knows what?
Well,
Isn't are they? Do the Titans still only have my
yeah.
guy from Levis from Kentucky?
Yeah,
I,
I think Will
he's,
Levis is the
he's a
quarterback they
pretty
have
good
now.
guy, but I don't think he's. I think he's a good Wildcat.
He's not
He should be.
special.
He's not. He could be somewhat, but he's not ready. He's not. He wasn't. He was
Not
not ready to. He was a. He was like maybe 4 years in. He would maybe have been ready behind somebody. That would have been
I would have.
perfect for him.
He's a backup.
Yeah. Well, I think he might could have been a starter in 4 years, but yeah, for now he's a good backup
For
or
now,
a
he's a backup,
wildcat,
but he
like Taysom Hill,
Wildcat
maybe
formations, yeah, definitely.
like Taysom.
Because he's like Taysom Hill. Like they're both like you can use in the red zone, and they're both very fast and strong up top.
Yeah, Yeah. So yeah,
But
I mean, and he can make some throws. He didn't have to run it, but
yeah,
I just don't see him running an offense.
but I just don't see at like really any like the other than like the one that's going to be opening. Look, Tampa Bay with Washington. That's Baker. Oh, and
Baker will kill him. Yeah.
Baker's going to wipe that defense to shreds.
I didn't even see that one on here for some reason. I guess I haven't updated.
Mike Evans is back, so that's good.
Yep.
The rate I really don't like the Raiders, but I'm gonna take the Raiders over the Chargers.
Yeah. I'm mad that the Chargers got Joe Alt. Still mad, but I'm glad we got the guy we
Here's the
got.
Yeah, we got Kingsley Suamataia for the Chiefs. So
And I like
Joe
it. And I
Alt,
called it we were gonna pick him. That
yeah,
I'm still cannot believe that it worked. I can't
that's gonna
believe it.
that's good. But here's my issue with Joe Alt, Beverly, is that even though he's big, he's definitely slow offensive lineman. He's
Okay.
slow.
So
So
well, that's
that's the one issue that the Chargers are gonna have to deal with, is that sure he's big up top and he can
maybe
give
they can make him a
Justin
center.
Herbert protection, but he's
I
slow.
mean, I know, but what position is? I mean, your blindside guy's got to be fast.
True.
Your ends tackles have got to be fast. You're going to have to be an interior. He's going to have to be an interior lineman.
Yeah, because speed doesn't look like his strong suit just from looking at his film. He's not really fast off the line. So put him in like close to a center.
Yeah. Okay. What about Rams and Lions? We're going to make it Matthew Stafford
Yes. I'm glad they
all,
did that. I'm
all
glad they
over
did
again.
that. I'm
Where's that
glad they
played at?
did that again
That
because
is
I
going
need
to
to
be at
see that
Ford
again.
Field. It's going to be at Detroit.
So where's the game being played?
Detroit, Ford Field.
Oh my gosh, you're giving the Lions home field advantage?
Why do they hate Matthew Stafford so bad?
Oh
Make
my
him keep going
god.
home. He
No.
loves that place. Come on, man.
Yeah, you're doing him a dis you do they're
That is
trying to
just
set him
not
up.
right.
So
That's
what
just
I also
not.
what Michael Strahan actually made a point for, like, going back to like the Jets against the Niners. He pointed out something that I did not know. That Did
Okay.
you know that same guy that injured Aaron Rodgers, Leonard Floyd, signed with the 49ers?
I'm sorry. That's an awful reaction.
That's
But it was
I
an
heard
honest
that.
reaction.
That's scary.
Wow. Strahan would make that
Yeah,
observation.
no,
That's
because
such a Strahan thing to notice.
no, because he out of everyone, I think it was Jimmy Johnson and Tom Brady. They were all on the stage, and he said, like, "Wait, did we forget that Leonard Floyd, the same guy that injured Aaron Rodgers, is now signed with the San Francisco 49ers? Does
Wow.
that not sound weird to y'all?"
I'm just going to say this too. I'm out of the box. I'm all over the place today, but I do not want to listen to Tom Brady. I don't want to see him. I don't want to hear him.
No, he's
Why?
gonna be.
We
I guess
hate
he
Tom
signed off for
Brady.
Fox.
Ugh. I
Fox.
mean, you've lost anybody. The only way I'm watching him is on mute, and
True, true.
and when it comes to him, I'm walking out during that part because I'm not listening to him and I'm not watching him.
Just
I've
muted at
never liked him,
halftime.
and I will never like him.
Just muted at halftime.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll
Ugh.
listen to Jimmy Johnson. That's good because Jimmy Johnson, because he knows his stuff, especially when
I
it.
just won't watch that whole show. The whole halftime. No, I'm not doing it. I have
No,
no desire. No desire. I have no
but
desire to talk to the man, see the man, hear the man. I have no desire to see anything about
but what
it.
so what do you we can actually, so on our next show, so those who are gonna watch, we're going to be giving our score predictions for the first three games. So we'll be giving our scores, Beverly, for the Ravens and the Chiefs,
Okay.
Bengals and Chiefs, and of course the Jets taking on the 49ers. Those are the three games. Those are the highlight games of the
Okay.
first three. Those are the three highlight games.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
So not so what I think is going to be though. So if you watch us for the next show, those are the three games that we will be making game day picks too. So game day pick section of the show will be back and it will be in full swing. But hey, feel free to follow me and Beverly on Instagram and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and before you know it, you'll get notified when we officially go live for our next show. And we'll have a special guest. We'll let you know who the special guest will be as we get closer to when we go live. But we're just gonna keep that under wraps for now. That way, just to keep y'all guessing. So uh, that way, so if everyone enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the incoming weekend, and the NFL schedule is out. So NFL fans, get ready. It's going to be one of those wild seasons. I just feel like it's going to be one of
Oh
those.
yeah.
And it starts off wild. So, hey, this has been Rush Hour with Chris and Bev. Thank you for listening to our reaction for the NFL season. We will tune in next. See y'all when we see y'all. Peace.